guys are having a great and wonderful day. We are here this morning waiting for the bus for the kids. So I figured I'd go ahead and jump on here and we'll go over some few planning things that I'm doing here for our garden. Now one thing for sure is to make a lot of labeling and things like that more organized and better. What we've decided to do is lay out crop plans, as you can see here. Now they do help, it does help maximize our garden and helps with our production to make it better, so that way we know where everything's at. And most people do just label them as they go to plan them out. This, we label them before we plan them out. We like to make a good plan so that way we know, okay, this is how well this should do this area, this is how much sun it gets, and it helps us observe the area and plan better for our crops. And we keep these on backdated so that way we can refer back to them for a later time. So that way I can say, go back, let's say we're in the year of 2025, I can go back and say, okay, let me just look back at my crop plans from 2023 because I know that crop plan did very well. And I'll use that crop plan. So that really helps us, allow us to go back, track and observe, see how the area did, see how well something did in one particular spot, especially if we have to eventually replant it. And it really helps us keep track of what plant is what and where we are planting each plant. Most people do put labels on their plants as they plant them into the ground. You can do that. That is one way to do it. I do find this way a lot more helpful. I don't have paper products in my garden, only just in the compost that is supposed to be there. So I do think crop planting is definitely beneficial for a garden, along with keeping notes and things like that of how your garden is doing, because you can always refer back to those notes and know and use those notes as your guide as a do and do not for your different varieties of plants. So I definitely do think it does come in handy. Now with our seeds and that, we do a little bit different of an organization. We'll kind of do a whole video on our seeds and that, and how we keep them organized and keep them in and save our seeds for the next season. So we'll go over that in another video. But this allows us to pretty much crop plan and help maximize our garden space for sure. Now, I do want to say this, if you don't want to, because I know some people, they're very different. Some people like to use pen and paper as their notes, so that way they can actually feel what they're writing and see what they're writing as they go. Now, you don't have to use a notepad. You can use like a notebook from your phone or your tablet or computer or whatever you want to use to help you know. So that way you have something to backtrack on. Now, for garden planting, I do plan on getting a graph book so that way we do have a better layout, because using paper like this doesn't, I mean, it does help, but to help keep it neater and cleaner, I definitely do want to get some graph paper so that way we can start doing this and make it a lot neater and cleaner. Now I have thought about using an Excel sheet on my computer. I think I'm gonna try that as well, see if that'll be different, because I know graph paper can be expensive. So if you definitely do want to cut and save some money there, you can always use your computer or your other devices, and there's always subscription places you can do as well. But that is something you can do, just an option. But this is what I'm doing to help maximize my garden space, because you don't want to use up so much space in your garden for other things and realize that you can put more plants out. So the crop plans, they definitely do help maximize your space. Even if you're doing like raised garden beds, it definitely does help maximize your space. But that is it for our Monday planning day, guys. I do hope you guys got some good tips from this video. We do plan on going over more in depth into more of our garden planning as we move through our seasons and as we do get further into our gardening. And we'll do more videos, and you'll see much more videos come out and things like that. But like I always say, guys, don't ever forget to hit that like and subscribe down below, and don't forget to hit that bell, and don't forget to check out our agenda on our Facebook pages. So that is going to be it. We can't wait for everything to really start popping off. We're excited about the new season coming. We're in the new year 2023. Until next time, my Florida Garden Escape channel, deuces.